Hi, Big Dreamers. It's Eva Cartman, host of the Dream Big podcast show, the place to go to learn, laugh, and grow. This episode is being published on December 30th, 2019. So 2019 is about to be a wrap, and we are on to 2020. And I am so excited to share that if you make the one word that I am about to share the theme of 2020, then I can guarantee you it will be your best year ever. Do you want to know what that word is? I'm sure you do. So let's roll the intro and find out. This is episode 170, the final episode of 2019, and this decade. You know what time it is. It's time to dream big. My name is Eva Cartman. I'm part of a squad of super kids that are here to change the world. We don't believe you need to be adults to have big goals and start working towards your dreams. We believe age is just a number, and you're never too young to make a difference. We may be young, but we are not naive. We understand that achieving our big dreams will not be easy. It will take incredible dedication, hard work, and yes, massive action. There will be ups and downs, but we embrace the challenges and relish pushing outside of our comfort zone because this is how we grow. They may not teach us these concepts in our school textbooks, but we are smart enough to know that the tools and tactics to achieve our big dreams are out there. And we are willing to do the work to seek out these skills and master them because we know that our future depends on it. We are the Big Dreamers, and it's time to dream big. Before I reveal the one word that is the key to making 2020 your best year yet, let's all have a quick laugh in a segment we like to call Silly Sophia.
What's a cow's favorite holiday? New Year's Eve. What does a ghost say on January 1st? Happy New Year. What do you do when you say bye on New Year's Eve? See you next year.
Thank you to my silly sister, Sophia. We've received a lot of feedback from our listeners who love the Silly Sophia segment, so we plan to be featuring her more often next year. Big Dreamers, I cannot believe we are at the end of 2019. The end of the year is always a great time to reflect on the past 12 months. And of course, plan for the coming year too. In our show notes at dreambigpodcast.com/170, I'm going to include links to the final Dream Big Podcast episodes of 2017 and 2018, where I go in depth on how to create New Year's resolutions that you actually keep and how to determine which priorities you should set for the coming year. I highly encourage you to go back and listen to these episodes because those go deep into the step-by-step strategies for setting resolutions and hitting your goals. In this episode, though, I thought I would keep it short and simple and share the one word that I want to make the theme of my 2020. Tools and tactics are great, but if you can pick a word that you use to define your entire year, something that can always be at the top of your mind, at the tip of your tongue, imagine how powerful that can be. The other week, we were listening to the Marketing Secrets podcast, which is hosted by Russell Brunson, who I consider one of my mentors. And if you're a longtime listener, you've heard me mention his name on numerous episodes. And I am so excited to tell you that I recorded an interview with Russell a little while ago, which we will be publishing in the new year. So I'm so excited for you all to meet him. But back to why I was mentioning Russell here. He will often ask his audience if it is okay if he over-delivers. He says it almost like a joke, where he will make an irresistible offer, something that is over-the-top amazing to his community. And then he jokes after making the offer, is it okay if I over-deliver? Now, that's a funny thing to ask someone, and it always gets a few laughs, but the underlying idea of actively looking for ways to over-deliver is very powerful. And that, my friends, is why I have decided to make the word over-deliver the main theme of 2020. Now, what does it mean to over-deliver? If you look at the dictionary, the definition of over-deliver is to deliver in excess of a standard or requirement. In other words, to do more than what is asked or required of you. The idea is, if your parents or friends or teachers ask you to do something, then don't just think, yeah, I can get that done, I can deliver that. Instead, think, how can I over-deliver, go above and beyond what has been asked of me? Russell has made this into a fun challenge for himself. So when his wife asks if he can do her a favor, he's not just thinking, oh, sure, I can help you go out and get that taken care of. His thought process is, how can I over-deliver? Not only do what she requested, but do more so that she's blown away. Start to think about how you can apply that process of over-delivering in your life. It can be something simple for a family member. For instance, let's say your mom asks for your help cleaning the kitchen, and you decide to not only clean the dishes and countertops, but help reorganize the silverware drawers. Or in my case, let's say my sister Sophia keeps on asking me to play with her, and I can tell she wants my attention. What if, instead of just agreeing to play for 15 minutes, I set up a magical sleepover where we spend the whole evening playing her favorite games and I make her feel super special? If it is at school and you're part of the science fair, as an example, don't just think, how can I deliver a poster board that meets the requirements? Think, what can I do to make sure my poster display stands out and is the most visually exciting in the room? Or if you know you have to give a 5-minute speech to your class, don't just think, okay, what do I need to do to get up in front of my class and talk for 5 minutes to meet the requirement? Instead, think, how can I wow the class with a speech that will teach them something valuable, that will be engaging and entertaining? Can I do a quick rhyme or tell a joke that is relevant or a story that is unforgettable? Make 2020 the year where you don't just think, what do I need to do to get this done? Instead, imagine if that energy was focused on the following question: how do I over-deliver here? By the way, you should not just be thinking about how to over-deliver for your family, friends, and teachers. You should also make 2020 the year you over-deliver for yourself, for the activities that you're passionate about, whether that's karate or soccer, volleyball, acting, music, dancing. Ask yourself, what would I need to do in 2020 where I'm not just doing the minimum or average to improve, but how can I show up and over-deliver for myself so I can truly grow and take bigger, bolder steps towards my big dreams? 2020 is definitely going to be a year that I will be over-delivering for the Dream Big podcast. Not only will we continue to bring you weekly episodes every Monday as we have done since 2016, but this year we have not one, but 2 amazing game changers that we have been working on so hard the past year. You have been hearing me talk about the Dream Big Academy forever, but I haven't mentioned yet that I'm also going to be releasing the School Success Blueprint, video lessons, checklists, templates that spill the beans on the top productivity secrets I've learned from the Dream Big guests. As you all know, this podcast is audio only, but the School Success Blueprint and Dream Big Academy will contain video lessons, and we hired an amazing illustrator to make it beautiful and engaging. As you can tell, I can't wait to finally share this with you so you can see what I mean by making 2020 the year that I over-deliver. As a reminder, this is the final week to get access to the free beta of the Dream Big Academy, which includes 1 hour of me teaching you my top confidence secrets. That will be part of the actual academy, which is coming very soon. But you can get the confidence section for free for this final week because we are shutting down the free beta forever. Have your parents help you get access before we take it down at dreambigpodcast.com/beta. As always, thank you so much for listening. Be sure to check out the show notes at dreambigpodcast.com/170. I'll include links to the 2017 and 2018 end of the year episodes, which would be great to listen or re-listen to as well. And even if you are listening to this in early January, it's not too late to set out your resolutions for the year, and those prior episodes will give you the framework to do just that. If you enjoyed this episode and got value from the podcast in 2019, it would mean the world to me if you take a moment to leave a review on iTunes at dreambigpodcast.com/iTunes. It really does make my day to hear from you and know that the hard work that we put in each and every week to bring you a new episode every Monday is making a difference. So if this podcast is helping you, then please ask your parents to help you leave a review at dreambigpodcast.com/iTunes. It also helps our position in the iTunes rankings so we can reach more young big dreamers and bring you amazing guests. And that's all for this final episode of 2019. As always, thank you so much for tuning into the Dream Big Podcast, and Happy New Year to you and your family. This is Eva Cartman reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional. You need to make them essential. So take massive action to turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion, the way life is meant to be. See you in 2020.